Hey there, YouTube. How's it going today? And today I'm going to be covering gameplay of Fortnite Save the World and kind of just giving a tutorial of one aspect of the game, which is going to be what is it again? The Town Hall defense? No, it's not Town Hall, is it? Oh no, it's home-based defense in this game. Yeah, it's called home-based defense in this. I got mixed up with, I guess I got mixed up with Clash of Clans or something. But yeah, in this game's home base, you can pretty much do really whatever you want in terms of building. You can kind of, build a really small amount of stuff, or you can go out, all out completely, as my friend does. I personally find what he's doing kind of exhausting, is you kind of have to grind. This game's kind of like a mobile game in a way. So all this stuff he has, he really had to grind for, or he had to trade with lesser players who wanted some of the gear he had, which that's possible too. But he you could pretty much just do whatever you want, build walls to glory. It's insane what he's done here. And what's crazy is, they still pretty much broke through, at the end of the day in the game. So it's like he did the right thing, especially since this is a really high level storm shield defense. So it's like he did the right thing over building like this, especially in this spot, because this is pretty much, I think, one of the hardest difficulty spots to defend. But yeah, you could really just build a pyramid if you want, but at this stage in the game, you're probably gonna break through. It all depends on you though, and how you set it up. You gotta check, because once you get to the higher difficulties, you really do kind of have to start going overboard, or you have to make sure you have teammates with you who can like kind of help you to offset the fact that you're a lazy bastard, because which I usually do. But it's a really enjoyable experience doing the home base defense, and it's always a nice break. I feel bad. It's too bad you don't get to do them more often, to be honest. As there's what 10. There's actually 40 of them. There's a pretty good amount of them. It's just that there's so many smaller missions. But to be fair, you can always help out other people with their home base defenses if they need help whenever. And you can also even help them build if you want, or they can help you build. So, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of just walking through his home base, kind of inspecting it, and just seeing where it needs. He's asked me to destroy the wood and whatnot. So I was like, all right, okie doke. But let's go ahead and switch to some gameplay of me in the middle of the defense. No, this in fact isn't the same Stormshield defense I was just doing. This is a different one, but nonetheless, it's relatively difficult. Is also a lot closer to the level of difficulty I'm able to handle. So I didn't die as much as in the other one that I was playing with him. I just went down several times, but he wanted me to help him out because he couldn't find someone. So there's that. But yeah, on this one it was pretty smooth sailing. Just straightforward. I'm not sure why I always go out into the middle of it. It's just a habit I have, because it's kind of boring sitting back and kind of sniping from afar. So I just mainly do it for my own enjoyment, probably. But that's it's not a smart thing to do, I should say, especially if you're in a low level and the higher difficulty. Um, but yeah, this is really fun, and we have a full squad. We were kind of helping each other out, doing our quest and whatnot, which is something was really cool, especially since when you help other people out in this game and you kind of assist each other in your different shield bases, your storm shield defenses. What happens is everyone gets the XP for it, so it's not really even all that smart to do it by yourself. In a way, you're kind of just being selfish. So don't be selfish and help out the homies. But his base is built up pretty nicely. It's definitely not as extravagant as my other buddies, but honestly, I don't even build my bases up this much. This seems like a lot of work to me. But don't be like me, guys. I'm lazy. You'll die if you be my lead. Or you gotta make sure you have friends who can carry you. Either way, get prepared when you're doing these, as it's tough even for me. Even though it's not that hard of a difficulty, I still have to retreat back to the safety, as it's intense regardless. But yeah, these home storm shield defenses, they can have up to 5 waves, and each wave, the amount of Zeds, the difficulty and the amount of zombies you have to face increases. In this game, they're actually, man, I'm tired of them switching up the names of zombies in games, and it's just call them zombies. Like in the KF2, they call them Zeds. In this game, they call them Husk. It's just, well, why so extra gaming devs? But nonetheless, Yeah, in this game, 5 different waves, each one getting more and more difficult. And so, if you play the first wave and you're barely able to survive it, you might want to just count your losses there because, if they burst through your defenses and all that stuff, you're gonna have to go ahead and rebuild, which can be really just exhausting. And then when you have to try and go ahead and redoing it again, it's not a fun experience, because especially if you really put a lot of work into your home base, it's really discouraging. Sometimes I just stop playing for like a week, or I just make the choice to stop putting any work into my Stormshield and just inviting people to help me defend it when the going gets rough. That way, if I don't invest that much, I won't lose that much when I inevitably lose the defenses for not properly preparing. See, it's a vicious cycle, guys. It's not the way to be. But yeah, man. As long as you're inviting friends who are of equal level, though, and as long as they're all playing, they're not like kind of leeching. Is that's another thing in this game. Some people, especially if you're playing with randoms, you can have it where they just kind of join your game just for the XP boost, and then but they just like off in a corner saving their ammo and their supplies and not really contributing to the defense. I've had it where it's just me and my buddy while these two other guys are just like sitting in the back, and that is not fun at all. So yeah, make sure that everyone who you're playing with is someone is that way they're a lot less likely to kind of play you like that. Now the difficulty of the storm bases is it's on a 1 to 10 scale. And that scale takes place in 4 different locations, which are Stonewood is where you start off. Then you progress to Plankerton. After that, which comes Canny Valley, and then Twine Peaks, which is the hardest of the 4. And right now, this one we're doing right now is in what is it, Canny Valley again, and it's the last one he has to do before he progresses onward. And also on top of that, you don't have to do all 10 of them to progress. You only have to do the first 6, and then you can basically go back and do the rest of them whenever you feel like it. Though each one's gonna be harder after the next regardless. So it's gonna be best if you do wait a bit after you complete the area to go back and do it and gain some experience. That way you can go do it with friends. Then everybody gets free XP. But that's gonna be about the end of the video, you guys. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or do forget, the choice is yours, and have a great day. Thanks for watching.